with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Cowboys will kick it away to start us off. And he takes this from inside the 5. He's got great speed. Dynamic on kick returns, and that one puts his offense in business. So Ohio State's offense will have the football first. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right, and David, both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways, and Palmer, they can hit home runs from anywhere on the field.
And I think what makes them really unique too, Dave, is that they're very versatile guys. Both guys can run between the tackle box. They can take it outside. They can both catch the football as well. So no doubt the game plan for both offenses, feed the running back as many different ways as possible and just let him go to work.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Buckeyes will send out the punt unit. A quick 3 and out, and they're already giving up the ball. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Bunch formation for these receivers. Running back searching for a hole. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just... better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a ball.
Finds his big tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. They've made 3rd down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. Going deep. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. They bring him down, but that great defensive play might be overturned. Let's see what the call is. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. They'll start this drive with a pass. Works the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Scrambling away. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, the defense watched film last week. They saw this running back catch multiple passes, and that hasn't been the case today. They are clamping down on him, always aware of him, especially in the passing game, and so far they've taken him away.
Make getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for him.
Man, is this place loud right now. The Cowpoke faithful bringing it on third down. Fires to the wideout. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line. And he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
And the Buckeyes with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Got it in the middle. It's Harbor. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Ohio State. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, it is now a final in the Big Ten, and a game I think a lot of folks will want to see. Alabama opened up a can.
And he loses the ball deep in his own end. Scooped up by the kicking team.
You just can't have that happen if you're on the return team. You know if you lose the football now, you're giving the other offense the ball back deep in your own end. It simply can't happen.
And he was fortunate to get that one back to the line of scrimmage at the 5. No gain on the play. Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? Looking to fire. Bringing the heat. Touchdown, Buckeyes! The offense cashing it in on that drive.
And after starting the season 0-1, this offense felt like they just left plays on the field in that first game. But so far today, they're taking advantage. QB is making good decisions. Guys are stepping up. They've limited the mental mistakes. They haven't turned the football over. It's a different-looking offense here in Game 2.
After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. To the air on first down. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
What an individual effort that time, beating his guy and getting in the backfield and making a play. Ohio State has had so many dominant D linemen in recent years, right? The Bosa brothers, Chase Young. You know those guys are watching it.
Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defenses give.
Going the other way, and he's got room. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State.
And the offense punches it in again, and we call his name again. That's 2 touchdowns now in 2 games, with still more to be played. I tell you what, I think this guy's name will be called a lot more throughout the season. He's that kind of good.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
Well, you're seeing a complete effort right now by this football team. Their offense has been doing their part, scoring points. They've got a big lead, and the defense right now is just shutting the opponent out. so good against the run and so athletic, and they have the ability to rush the passer. As you saw right there, getting the sack. We're only in the first quarter, but they're right now winning this game in all three phases.
And the Cowboys now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Ooh, that's one of those where you're breathing a big sigh of relief. That ball could have been intercepted, and worse, could have been intercepted and housed, but offense caught a little bit of a break. Nice play by the defense, but the offense glad to punt in this situation if they want to punt.
And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They could not have drawn up a better start than this, already up 21-0. He's going to let one fly down the middle. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes. Field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Going to swing it on second down. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
And he was off target there, but I tell you what, I'll expect to see more of that. They do a really good job in this offense of getting the running back the football in the passing game. Just let him make plays, let him be a difference maker, ball getting to him in space. So I expect we'll see more of that throughout this game.
He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Touchdown, Buckeyes! Quick strike through the air for the score.
I think there were a lot of doubters that wondered how this team was going to be able to handle this environment and whether or not they could find success early in this game. They have proved all of those doubters wrong. They have been dominant in every phase, on offense, on defense, and on special teams, and they are piling it on here early in this game on the road.
Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down. The Cowboys send out the punt unit. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Wide receiver going in motion. To the air on second down. Makes the grab. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Oklahoma State has it back, and the offense is on the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Starts a drive, trying to go up top. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative.
Turning it on! Touchdown, Cowboys! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
And that's not a surprise for this offense, man. They continue to find him. He's made those big plays. He's put some touchdowns on the board. He's been the big play guy in this offense. And I don't think I'd stop either. We're still getting started in this football game, and they're going to see more of those deep shots to him.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. He can't make the grab. It's incomplete, but there is a flag, and I believe this is going to be pass interference.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
Motion from the wide receiver. Looking downfield on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. Wants to throw again. Here's a heat. Makes the catch. It's Wall. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as they get him down at the 37.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half for the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
Quarterback may change this route. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Tight end in motion. See how the D reacts. Wants to fire on 2nd down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, on offense, no doubt, right? You've had success. You're throwing some tutties. Why not keep throwing it? They're going to keep being aggressive. You're going to have to do a better job, though, keeping this quarterback standing up.
A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. Looking to throw on first down. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Back to pass. Punts it out of the air. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. This offense is about to face the one thing that can stop it. Time expiring in the first half. Before then, they can get another score. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. After getting knocked back, it's 2nd and goal from the 4. Wants to go up top. Gets rid of it. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
They're going to throw it on 3rd and goal. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
And look at the quarterback, look at the players on offense. They're overlooking at the sidelines, begging to stay on the field and try and score this touchdown. They've been on the field for so many plays, for so long. When you've done all that work, you want to capitalize and you want to score a touchdown. You don't want to be kicking a field goal at this point.
Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Touchdown, Ohio State! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And this quarterback really does a great job of seeing the defense, seeing what kind of coverage they're in. And I think when this offense goes empty and they spread the defense out, it just makes it so much more simple for the QB to see what the defense is doing pre-snap and then post-snap. You could tell he's playing in a great rhythm right now because he's seeing the field, and these empty sets are really helping him out. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense.
Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. That's the way to start a drive, and now they'll try to follow up on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. He's got it. At the 35, he's open. There he goes to the right. Pistols firing, touchdown Cowboys. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it.
And how nice is it to have a playmaker like that I can get the ball out of my hands, right to him, and say, all right, dude, you got jets, you can fly, catch the slant, make some people miss, outrun some angles, and get all the way to the end zone.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Rutgers is currently ahead in this one. The folks in Piscataway have been in a frenzy all week, but they're in the birthplace of college football. This one is close. They're up by 7 over UMass. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye. Oh, he's got some space. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the 1st down before he steps out of bounds. New set of downs after the completion. Wants to throw on 1st down. Pocket breaking down. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. The Buckeyes have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Wants to adjust the pattern. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Throws for the tight end. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Fires to the wideout. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
Man, it's really nice as a defense to force 3rd and long, where you can bring in the nickel, Jesse, where you can play zone coverage with those zone eyes on the quarterback.
Yeah, as a quarterback, too, you got to know with that extra DB out there, your timing better be good and you better be accurate, because if you're not, they've got ball hawks in the back end, and that errant throw gets picked.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. Timeout called by the defense. It's their 1st of the half as they'll make some adjustments. He'll pull it on the read. Makes the play in the backfield again. And the defense can use a timeout and get the ball back here. And the Cowboys decide to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. To the air on 1st down. A shot toward the end zone. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
I love it. I'm never of the mindset, take a knee, go to the half, whatever, man. If I can try to find an opportunity to put some points on the board, I'm going to try to do it. I like the offense chucked it up, but, you know, an incompletion, who cares?
They'll go back to the air on 2nd down. He'll take another shot here. And they can't connect, but the flag flies, and I think this is going to be pass interference.
Pass interference, defense.
So the penalty for pass interference will allow this offense to run one more play on an untimed down. Looking to throw on first down. Going back to the well, another deep ball. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Buckeyes will kick it away to crank up the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Oklahoma State has it back, and the offense is on the field. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speaking, very simple. I score, I get a stop, I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops, so this is a critical drive here for this offense.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats, but when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure it to first down.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. Here's a quick throw out to the left. And it is a good idea to gang tackle. First guy couldn't get him, second guy finally did.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
Man, an almost disaster again for this offense. He's already thrown 2 interceptions. The defense got their hands on another one. They are dialed in. They really got a good beat on this passing game.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Pressure coming. And they get to him, and down goes the quarterback, and you just cannot afford that in this spot. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly. And this is going to be incomplete on third down. The Cowboys will punt it away on fourth down. It'll go out of bounds, and we'll see where they mark it. It's going to be right around the 35. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Sends it back in motion. Looking downfield on first down. Finds his tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if you can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
Second down, they'll go to the air. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Pulls it in inside the 10. Touchdown, Buckeyes. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house.
And this offense picks up right where it left off. Scoring points, creating a big play. First drive of the second half, no problem. Don't worry about halftime adjustments. Just keep doing what you've been doing.
Bringing it out. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this
breaks into the open. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down. And the Cowboys, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Sets up the screen. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If you could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
The Cowboys in a good spot here with 2nd and short. And some room to work. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the 3rd quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football, knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Touchdown, Cowboys! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
How about the day for this young fella? 3 receiving touchdowns. Hey, defense, that guy's good. We might want to do something about it. Let's send 2 at him. Let's send 3 at him. We can't let this guy continue to beat us time and time again.
Lining up to add another. Splits those uprights right in half. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the capper, a 19-yard toss for the touchdown. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4. Tough way to start this drive. Now they'll try to fix it on 2nd and 15. Now the play fake. Under fire. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, back up inside their 20. Might be looking to run. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete. And the Buckeyes will line up to punt it away.
And the QB leaves the pocket, and he scrambles out, and he goes to his right. And I love how he keeps his eyes down the field, trying to make a play, trying to throw the football, but the relentless chase, I love it. Getting to the quarterback. He throws an inaccurate pass because he gets whacked as he throws the football. Nice job chasing by the defense.
Trying to start the drive with a pass. Snagged in the middle. It's Gandy. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on... in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
And the Cowboys are in the hurry up.
That's a great play by the defense. They've got the lead by a lot here in the third quarter, and the offense is trying to run it.
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. That type of pressure on the quarterback, that's vintage Ohio State, right in keeping with the legacy that's been established by the Buckeye D.
Yeah, and you take pride in that. You own that legacy with all those guys you see performing at a high level in the NFL. Man, you see that, you want to go get it, recruiting guys to fit those profiles. That's why Ohio State always has a good defensive line.
He'll keep it himself. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. The Cowboys have it in scoring position on 1st and goal.
Get set, get set.
Trying to pound their way in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Oklahoma State. Oh, the offense shows some life here and cuts into the lead with that score.
And, man, they needed it. They had to have something to go right. Listen, still down, but this is a great start to getting back in this ballgame.
Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. They'll leave it with him. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the third quarter. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. Second down as we open the final stanza. They'll give it to the back.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time. Blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got a lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
They'll move the wide receiver. Looking to throw on first down. Under fire. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. It is deafening in here. The paddle people going to work. Third down and a big one for the Cowpokes. From the gun, wants to pass. And they can't make the connection on third down.
I think in this situation after that incompletion, 4th and short on your side of the field, the smart play is to punt it away and trust your defense.
He'll wave for the fair catch and haul it in at the 25. Oklahoma State has it back and the offense is on the field. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. Finds the tight end. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38.
Well, they've got a ways to go if they're going to win this game. It's all about getting the drive started. They come away with a positive play to get this thing going. Let's see what they can do now.
Wants to go up top on first down. Got his man in the middle. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. And the Cowboys want to crank the tempo.
You know, at this point of the game, guys, trailing the way they are late in the game, check down throws are not going to get it done. You have got to be more aggressive in the passing game. You're going to have to just start taking shots.
Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the 4th quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
So the big gain, all for naught, brought back due to the laundry on the field, and they'll try it again. Looking to throw again. Unloads it left. And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so you got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They're going to take another delay of game penalty. You just can't have these types of mistakes. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. The flag and another delay of game penalty. They do know there's a play clock up, right?
Delay of game. Offense.
That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Another delay of game penalty. This is just sloppy.
Delay of game. Offense.
So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. The Buckeyes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
This is a big pressure moment for the offense, too, because they've got the lead, but it's now third down on their own side of the field. They would love nothing more than to be able to convert this, stay on the field, keep bleeding the clock, but the defense, I'd expect them to bring pressure here, trying to force the ball out of the QB's hands quickly.
The Buckeyes will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Makes the grab. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. The Cowboys can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking to fire. Going to try to pop one on the screen. There he goes. A big play. Gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. Wants to throw on first down. Throws to the tight end. He's got it. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. From the red zone, looking for a space. Finds his big tight end. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. He wants to throw it again. And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this third down play. Oh, they're after him. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. Right down the middle. He makes a catch. He will not get it. A fourth down stop for this defense as they try to salt this one away. The offense basically has the whole field in front of them, backed up close to their own end zone. To the air on first down. Here's the pressure. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. They'll run play action. Takes a hit as he fires. This will be picked off, maybe just the turning point they needed. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. They go to the ground. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. The hurry up now. Second down. Clock ticking. Back to pass. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. Touchdown, Oklahoma State! And here they come, almost all the way back.
If we had any chance to make this happen, we had to score with a little bit of time on the clock. Now we need a miracle. Now we need to kick the onside, get an onside kick, and somehow, some way, make a big play.
The Hands team able to secure that football, and with that, should have secured a victory.
And this is why you put your Hands team on the field most of the time, when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground.
He hurls one deep down the left side. And he gets it into the end zone for a touchdown, a gut punch to this defense, and probably a knockout punch.
Well, they get the touchdown when they needed it most. That score now makes it a 2-possession game. And guys, with just seconds to go on the game clock, this thing is all but over.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Get things started on this drive from the 24. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's taking the deep shot. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
No big surprise there, right? You're throwing to a guy that already has 3 touchdown catches in the game, so take another shot. Every time he has looked his way, good things have happened. And that's one of the very few times in this game so far where they have not been able to hook up.
Back to pass on 2nd down. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. Touchdown, Cowboys! And the comeback is on.
And that sure feels like too little, too late. This offense, they needed to score and execute faster, but there's not enough time to me, man. This feels like this one's over.
So this likely just to get the final score a little bit closer given the time remaining, but they'll go for 2 here. Looking to throw. Shakes off the defender. And he's going to lose yardage. He was looking everywhere for just a little grass and a little air, and none to be found. Looking downfield on 1st down. Showing the arm strength down the left side. Ball's incomplete, and that'll do it from here.